Now, parties and other events are a big part of the holiday season, but they do not come cheap. In some cases, patrons are forced to go the extra mile to keep up. TVJ's Andrew Lately has more in the Business Review.
From grooming to fashion or even transportation, partying is expensive business, and it's also a lucrative business. The average price for an admission ticket to any of these events is $6,000. But not everyone is able to find all the money required to party in fine style. And that's where party loans come in. A line of credit amounting to $100,000 in some cases to cover personal party-related expenses. The credit facility is the brainchild of a few microlenders. Chairman of the Jamaica Microfinancing Association, JAMFA, Andrew Mays, says the party loan segment is performing well.
I am of the view, and I've heard that a lot of our colleagues have been doing very well in providing that service.
But not every microlender is on board. CEO of Paradigm Capital, Gail Dixon, says a party loan is simply not responsible.
If you're borrowing money for a party that you couldn't afford to go to in the first place without getting a loan, that's not prudence. And so one of the things that we do at Paradigm is try to encourage responsible lending in such a way that if you know that you can't afford it, I look at necessity. Know what your needs are if you're going to borrow, know how long you're going to pay it back for, know what you can afford to pay back. But if you can't afford to go to the party, chances are you should not be going to the party. And I think it's sending the wrong message.
Local stylist Shamar Bruce says partygoers could be spending close to $50,000 on one item of clothing.
If you're going to do a suit, like a nice tailored suit for a guy in Kingston, I mean, that's just ready-made. If you're not looking like at a $35,000 start, and that's just a suit, we're not talking about shirt and shoes and accessories and so forth. So, I mean, $35,000 for me is a good place to start. Females, same thing. I mean, a proper decent gown is like $25,000, $35,000, and then it depends on if it has sequins, if it's like feathers, it depends on the design.
At the same time, there are claims that some of the events are often overrated.
Like a boat party, like one of those Frenchman parties, I mean, those are one of the high-end parties that generally happen at the end of the year, Christmas, New Year's. And I mean, those boat rides generally, clock a lot of money for like what you want to do, because most times it's a white collar event. So you're doing like suit and ties and gowns, and sometimes to me it gets pretty ridiculous if you ask me, because then it's like all of this drama for a boat ride that's gonna last like about 3-4 hours.
Meanwhile, in the streets, Jamaicans are still skeptical about taking party loans.
You'd have to definitely have my own personal money for deal with an event like that.
Maybe I won't. But for the next person feel like that is really good for them, and them feel like they want that at this moment in their life, well, fine, go ahead.
Yes, I would take out a loan to cover the cost of a party, because if I'm financially stable, I'd be able to pay it back, but otherwise, no.
I would never take out a loan to cover a cost for a party, because sometimes you can go to a party and drink water alone and still party proper.
But you save your money for going one party.
It wouldn't be a wise financial decision to take out a loan to go to something that's just recreational.
Of course, if it's my party, but if it's not my party, it doesn't make no sense, because I just floss and go and broke after.
Going to a party with a loan is not getting out of a situation, it is putting you deeper into a situation financially.
During the Christmas and New Year celebration season, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, issues about 500 party permits. Andrew Lately, TVJ News.